Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Peter from Hog Parts Pros. Today I'm going to be showing you how to change the oil on your motorcycle. So the basic tools you will need are obviously your oil and your oil filter. I'm using a oil filter wrench here, and I have my oil container and a pair of gloves because I don't like to get my hands dirty when I do a job like this. And I also have an oil pan here to catch all the drained oil from my motorcycle. And I also have this funnel to make it easier to pour into my engine. So the first thing we want to do is warm up the bike. That way the engine oil will heat up and it would be a lot easier to actually drain from your motorcycle.
A few minutes later.
Okay, so now the bike's all warmed up. Let's go ahead and turn it off and we can now begin working on the motorcycle. So the first thing we're going to want to do is locate where our drain bolt is. Mine is right here on the side of my motorcycle, right next to my kickstand. So once you locate your drain bolt, just loosen it and make sure you position your oil pan correctly, as it has to catch all the oil that comes out. So once you pull it out,
That's what she said!
Another good one! You're on fire!
all your oil will start to drain. It may take a couple of minutes before it's drained out, so just let it sit for a couple of minutes.
2,000 years later.
Once the oil is completely drained, go ahead and just screw the nut back in. Make sure it's tight enough so that no oil leaks, but not too tight that you mess up the threads. Okay, so now that our bolt is back on, let's go ahead and move on to the filter. The filter is located right underneath my exhaust pipes here, and I have my filter and my filter tool. So once you're under your bike, all you're going to want to do is just untighten your oil filter, and like mentioned before, make sure you position your oil pan correctly because you do not want an oil spill in your driveway. So once you get your old filter out, you're going to want to get your new filter and rub a little bit of oil around the gasket. This will prevent it from being stuck the next time you try and change your oil. Make sure the oil filter is hand tight, and then proceed to use your oil filter tool to tighten it down to prevent any leaks. So once you get the oil filter put on, you're going to want to come on the right side of your motorcycle and locate your oil filler cap. Just unscrew that. We can pour the oil into our engine. So the last thing you're going to want to do is put your cap back on and then check to see if your oil is leveled here on the side of this glass panel here. So there you have it, guys. That's how you change the oil on your motorcycle. It's a pretty simple task. If you do it yourself, you could save yourself a couple bucks instead of going to a mechanic or something. Overall, it's a fun job to do on your motorcycle. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and leave them in the comments. Thank you guys for watching this video, and if you liked it, make sure you share it and leave a like.